Okay. Not only are we not getting all this done 5 minutes before the event, which is usually what we do, we actually wanted to get this out so you guys can see it and experience it in advance. This is the probe event. This is the land rush. This is how to use the probes that we'll be getting airdropped to all of your accounts in the next few days here. So the video that Greg put out, if you haven't watched that, I highly recommend going to do that. It's going to show you how to pick land, what land is available, all in the Genesis map, right? And after watching that video, you will have, say, picked this piece of land, and you will have written down this a set of coordinates, right? So 1050, 1050. You're going to need both of those numbers. So you'll log into enter.theuplift.world/landrush. If you're paying attention, you can see this is a test because we're still in the testing right now, right? But you'll go to Landrush. You'll probably be able to click the Landrush button on our website as well. And then you'll be able to use your probes. So this is actually seeing all the probes that are going to be in your wallets. This will give you a list of the probes that you actually have. Just to show you what that looks like, you can actually click on View on Atomic Hub. And this, of course, will log into your account, and it'll show you all the probes that you have, so you'll just see them there. So how do you use a probe? Send to target. I love that you called it that. That's awesome. And so, again, you had two numbers in those coordinates that you wrote down from the map, right? So the first one you'd put in here, 1050 or something, and the next one you put in here too. And I think that was 1050. And now it shows you valid coordinates entered. So if you try to put a rail coordinate in here, it won't work. If you try to put a community cluster 50 by 50 in there, it's not going to work. If you try and put a 250 by 250, one of the big community plots in there, it's not going to work. It's really awesome. Now check this out. I didn't even know this was here until today. You can actually make sure you have the right one by viewing it on the map. It clicks right out to it. This is the one we were just looking at. We know that's the right one. Awesome. So what does this mean? The probe will be sent to the target location in the Genesis world. Of course, Genesis world is the only map that is available for probes. You have to enter the top left coordinates of your desired land plot. We did that up there, 1050 by 1050. That's actually when you click on it on the 2D map, it gives you the top left coordinates. So that's what it's talking about there. And this action will consume the NFT. So it's going to consume this probe. It's going to burn this probe. You can only use it one time. I understand this and want to send it. Boom. Goes in my thing. And then we do the stuff. And it was successful. Boom. And so this is going to take that probe sent to target down there. That's cute. Boom. That worked really well. Anyway. So, Miss Tuttle, did I miss anything?
No, I think that's it. I don't remember for sure if it's going to show on your targets right away. I think it won't show there until you've been confirmed to be the first one to have made the claim. But after all of that happens, you'll have a list of the claims that you have successfully made. And next day we'll have a process to then use the successful claims to redeem the right plots. So those two things are separate from each other. Yeah.
Well, this was the one that I made. So again, like that might not happen instantaneously when everyone is doing it all at the same time. Because again, if somebody else were to try and pick 1050 by 1050 at exactly the same moment as me, and they were like one split second earlier and got it written to the blockchain sooner, then I would have burnt my probe and not gotten that piece of land. So you want to make sure that you're first. If it's a big thing, like a big piece of land, you might have competition for that. You definitely want to go after those first. Like that, it's the whole gamification. It's like a mint sprint, only you're using probes to pick land.
Exactly. And if you do wind up with more probes than land, and if you make a bunch of successful claims and you have, like, say, 10 claims that you won, but you only have 5 land keys, there will be a way to just choose 5 of those claims to use, and the other ones will just be turned back into the random pool for after. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, cool.
So feel free to buy 200 probes and test things out if you really want to.
Right? That'll be super fun. Well, and I guess the other thing too is like the with the probes are NFTs, right? So exactly. once these things show up in your wallet, if you have 5 pieces of random land and you have 5 probes, or if you have 10 probes, say, and say you're pretty sure you want to just pick some stuff out in the boonies, and you might need a couple extra, you might not. Like I could then, if I use them all and okay, I'm done, I could put them all in the secondary market. Like we're going to run this for 24 hours. So then people could come in and buy them if they wanted to buy them. And then they could use them.
Sure can.
Okay, cool. I mean, that sounds pretty good to me. Just this whole thing where like you do the whole send to target thing and it takes you to the map. Like I'm freaking fascinated by this.
It's so cool.
Oh, hey, so 500 by 500. not a valid Genesis plot, right? So that's important because that's probably like a community cluster plot where it's in the middle of one or something like that, right? So let's try 1050. Not a valid. Okay, let's try another one. Hopefully we can get
Right?
it.
It's surprising how many
you know
aren't
what? I
valid
think
because you're on a rail line.
I'm on a rail line. That makes sense. There you go. Valid coordinates. Boom, nailed it. All right. And that, like, being able to view it on the map is incredible. Doing the confirm thing is incredible. It just runs through that stuff. Cool. Probe set to target.
Woo!
That's really fun. All right. Again,
Right?
if you're watching this video first, go find the video that Greg made about how to use the 2D map to, you know, kind of look around and see what kind of land you might want. He's going to be showing a few different examples of that. Again, you want to make sure that you've written down the region name, which is also the top left coordinates, and that's what comes up when you click on the map on the 2D map. And then, of course, this is just a walkthrough about how you can actually use the probes and get that sweet, sweet land spot.
Woo! Looking forward to seeing everybody on the land.
Right? All right.
It's going to be
Game
great.
on.